Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So yesterday was a doozy, man. I started it off, I'm in a new location here by the ocean, as y'all saw from my last video if you watched it. And so I went for a pretty long walk yesterday, early in the day. And I came back, and within like an hour or two, my back was fucked up. The rib thing, everything was back to where, I was laid the fuck up for hours. So it's the first time that's happened in, I don't know, a couple of weeks. So that's good, but I was about to get a job here and just camp out and, live by the ocean, save up money, work on the project, maybe meet some new cool people, engage with the locals and all this and that. And then I got laid up, and it's like, fuck, dude. Like, it's so then after that, I got over it. It does go away, and the ibuprofen I take really helps out. And then I go to sleep, and I fucking I wake up with a migraine. It wasn't a very bad migraine, but it was at the level of headache to where it was a migraine. I almost had to throw up, and it was like a vice being put around your head that's just just tightened. Like, that's exactly what it feels like to me. So I took some more Excedrin. I took Excedrin migraines, which I take throughout the day, and the headache went away. And then I had a fucking nightmare. It wasn't like a real nightmare. It was just it felt like a demonic attack. Like, it was just a bad dream, just a bad situation. I stood up and fought back. I did pretty good, I think, but it was a fucked up dream. I don't want to go into specifics because I don't think that's wise to do. I've been told it's not, so I'm not going to, but just sharing with you guys all this because... And then another thing happened. This last night I was talking to somebody, and they were talking about the Ukraine and the Russia war, and this individual happens to be actually Ukrainian and Russian. Like, that's his predominant heritage. For his bloodline goes back to both Ukraine and Russia. So for him, it's very personal. He keeps a fucking, a keen eye on what's going on there. And it's like, I realized, like, I never really asked or decided to look up, like, why did Russia decide to invade Ukraine? So I asked him, I was like, do you know why? And he's like, well, they actually have the best soil, like, for that whole area. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they grow the best crops, the grains, they produce it all for all over the place. I was like, holy shit. When he told me that, it just re-emphasized how important and imperative the project that I've been sharing with you guys and working on is, because it is all about regenerating, revitalizing, and distributing, the land and the goods that we can get from the land in a good way that's in good harmony with nature. It also shows how absolutely valuable land is and is going to be in the future, because when people go to wars, the intelligent ones, a lot of times the people that are starting wars, they do so with an agenda in mind. So Russia is obviously doing this to Ukraine because they're like, hey, we're running out of good soil. We need good soil. That's going to be the most valuable thing. It ain't fucking gold. It's not silver. It's not all these other fucking things. It's food and the ability to grow food. We're losing our ability to grow food on this planet. Okay? Russia knows this. A lot of people know this. That's why they've decided to invade a whole fucking country for their good soil. I guess apparently, like, the best soil, I don't know if it's the best soil of the world or the region, but that area seems to have very, very, very good soil. So that seems to be the reason that was told to me to why Russia would be invading Ukraine and literally taking it over and killing all these people and doing all this shit. Now, of course, this also can be tied into the New World's Order fucking agenda, and they are, I think there's even factions amongst themselves too that are competing against each other, but they can still do so with the same intent, with the same collective intent, which is to create chaos and then come in as the saviors. And I think, they're still playing dog by dog. So it's like whichever side of their sides is able to dominate, because they're still growing and learning too, will dominate and lead, but they're still got the same MO. Like, they may have a different style, but they still have the same MO. Just like we good peoples have different religions and sects and ways of perpetuating our goodness and our love, they have different ways of perpetuating their evil and their wickedness and whatever it is to them that they feel like perpetuating. So, but anyway, my point is with all of this is, reinforcements, man. Like, there's a time when you need to be like, yo, like, I'm a little beat up, my body's beat up. My dad, like, this trip has been good, but it's also shown me that a lot of people don't even like have the energy or the time, the capacity to even want or have the desire to care about a lot of these serious issues that I bring up, because they're so like overwhelmed with their own situation, and they've veered so far into their own reality of TV and comforts and watching doom and gloom, or they're too old, they don't feel like they have the energy. Like a lot of people just don't have much care for, you know, the collective and what's going on, and like trying to figure out real solutions to these problems. So I'm sharing this plea because I am pleading to all of humanity and those who watch my channel to just help out in whatever way you can. And when I say that, in my opinion, spreading conspiracy theories, like unless they're based in some type of solution, that isn't really helping, in my opinion. I mean, especially if you've been doing it for some time, you're just repeating yourself. Which, I mean, it isn't really good, man, because it keeps people in a cycle of repetition. They get used to just seeing the same conspiracy shit, same conspiracy shit, and it does bring about more doom and gloom. If there's not a way out of it, then all you're doing is putting people more into that doom and gloom tunnel. So I'm asking you guys, the hemp has got, the solutions are in there. There's so many solutions from that one plant. Okay, there's that. And there's also the fact that we're losing touch with love. Like we're losing touch with soul. We're losing touch with our soul, which is about the soul, the ability to grow. We're losing touch with love, man. Like it's fucked up out here. It's really bad, okay? And the way, it's very simple. It's a very simple solution. Like all of these countries all over the world are driven by profit, okay? Even Finland has got profit, okay? But there are two. The reason why Finland's doing so good, though, is that they've taken the perspective to care about their fellow human beings and everything as well as they can. They're still making a profit, but they're using their profits in a good way. However, it's been told to me, conveyed to me, I should say, you know, intuitively from the earth, that the earth is like pretty much done with humanity profiting off of it. This is our home, okay? This is what gives us everything we need to live and survive. This is what can perpetuate future for our children, for the animals, for everything. It's the heart of this realm, of this galaxy, okay? And we are fucking it up. We have been fucking it up, and it's sad too. These elder generations, y'all really have more karmatic responsibility here and accountability here than I do in my generation, because you guys have been here twice as long as me, and you guys. It's like you guys have all your wealth and you're all comfortable and good. You got your savings and your houses and your preps and your fucking food and all this type of shit. And it's like you guys just want to sit there on your high hill watching the rest of the world burn while having to have the most accountability and responsibility for the way the world is. You know, and then you see us 30-year-olds or whatever fucking in this situation, and a lot of you guys times you guys look down on us and point the finger instead of like trying to come up with like, hey man, you know, we actually did allow a lot of these corporations here. We've been buying from them, we've been feeding them, we've been perpetuating them, we've been growing them, we've been watching this corruption go, and we really haven't done much of anything to really try to solve it. I know this because I've talked with these people and I've shared things about hemp. I've shared things with hemp with people who live in literally like weed central areas of this country, and they still know hardly anything about marijuana or the hemp plant. And it's like, that's proof to me that you guys don't even care enough to look into that which could really help solve things. And then on the same time, you want to sit there and point the finger and think like you know it all, you have everything figured out, and you really don't. You don't. And a lot of these people don't have very good loving relationships. Now I don't either, so that's, but you know, I know I'm fucked up in my own ways, but I know I'm fucked up. I'm not sitting here saying like I know everything. I have figured out this one pattern and this one solution for humanity, but that's a collective thing. Individually, I still have a ton of work to do on myself. Okay, and I'm very open about that. But collectively, when it comes to this game plan, this strategy, it's I feel very extremely confident. I mean, it's the only option, man. Okay, in order to get back to love, you need to do things more that are in line with love, okay? We live in a society that's all about working for money, which perpetuates corporations which exploitate the earth and the rest of animals and other human beings. That's not love. That's anti-love. That's fucking greed. That's evilness. That's wickedness. That's sin that we've been perpetuating for decades here in America. Now we're feeling the effects of it hardcore. We've allowed this demonic energy in, just like whatever I've been doing, allowed that demonic energy into me last night to have that nightmare. Okay, I gotta take accountability for it. It's only gonna get worse. The other person I was talking to last night, he's like, yeah, I was telling him about my idea, and he's like, I think you're right, you know, but I think you're too late. Like, I think things are already too fucked. So like, that's a bad consensus. That's why the whole prepper community, you guys are really just helping prepare the doom. Because you're pretty much saying, oh, we're fucked, everything's done, we've got to, all you can do is pretty much get what you can out of the system and fucking hope that you can make it on your own. That's the mentality that you guys are perpetuating out into the world. Instead of coming up with solutions, there's still over 200, there's what, almost 300 million people here in America. There's plenty of people. We just need good leadership, direction, and opportunities to grow and to change our ways. But you got to get away from the money. You got to get away from it, bro. It's psychologically, when you continue to work for money and want to make more money for blah, 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 you're thinking about materialism. You're thinking about buying more shit that you don't need that comes from bad things. That's what's fucking everything up. Beyond the fact that it is supporting these fucked up corporations. It's a fact. It's factual. BlackRock owns more than anything else, okay? They're the ones pulling the strings on all this shit. Unless you can fight them with your fucking money, which you can't, because, I mean, who's going to have $15 trillion collectively? It's shit's fucking ridiculous. That's where you guys got to humble yourselves and be like, all right, we've paid them way too much attention. We need to completely fucking stop and develop our own ways so we don't have to pay them attention. And that's exactly what this project is. It's developing a whole new infrastructure for all of humanity that keeps us completely away as much as we can from them, takes the power that we give to them and gives it back to us, which we can then give to nature and to other things that really need help. That's what love is about. Okay, sharing and helping those that really need help, from the people that have the ability to help, from the people that have an abundance, whatever your abundance may be. It doesn't have to be resources. It can be the ability to speak. It could be your love. It could be your knowledge. It could be anything. So, all right, guys, that's all I'm asking. Just help. Just help out the movement. Help speak about solutions. Solutions. Hemp. Look into hemp. There's so many different things you could do with hemp. So many different businesses, nonprofit businesses that can be derived just from that one single plant. So I implore you guys, please speak on solutions for the animals, for the children, for the ocean behind me, for everything, for yourself, for your children, for all of humanity and this galaxy. Please speak about hemp, speak about love, these type of things, movement, action. Get away from these conspiracy theories. They want us distracted and focused on this stupid shit because it keeps us from doing shit. And it also perpetuates more fear and low vibrational mentality because it's easy to get down when all you see is a bunch of conspiracy theories and negativity around you. But if you focus on solution, focus on positivity, focus on love, that will help get us through. That will help give us the solution we need to grow from this lesson. Because as long as you focus on the problem, not the solution, that's all you're going to get is problem energy. And that's all we have around all of us is problem energy. So let's focus on solutions and fucking learn from this shit and grow to somewhere new and better and fresher and lovelier and greener and all that good stuff. So, all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.